season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it for a big play. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Wants to throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Powers through. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The run inside. It's Cobb. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams.
There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kentucky going quickly.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. from the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield behind the...
Could be it. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping that... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted.
First down for the Tigers.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Brown wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
This offense has it with really good field position. Hand off for Baxter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to the run. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Wildcats! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a great play. He gets the pick six, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He'll be brought down at the 22. Line, good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. After the filthy move, he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close.
Kearney on the Jets. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Kentucky!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Brown will throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Shows him the stiff arm. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Brown wants to pass. He's going to take off. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. Finally, in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's Texas A&M getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They'll start in the third quarter with the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Miller. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up, and through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes, and finally on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're on defense, you're going to need a lot more of that. You're going to need some turnovers to get back in this thing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They just keep firing. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Hunt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Auburn just keeps piling up yards on the ground, and they have done this for years and years.
Just stacking them up. That's who they are. That's what their identity is. They want to run the football first, establish the line of scrimmage, play physical. That's what great Auburn teams do.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Brown wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's open on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Shows him the stiff arm. Picks up the first down. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown will throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the draw, it's Cobb. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Brown wants to pass. Throws it deep. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. A pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Number 91, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get every... Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. Then they know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They go back to C.J. Baxter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Powers through the defender. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Hand off for Baxter. Might have a chance. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Baxter again. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it with Baxter. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Handoff for Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well. Because you're right, you beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30.
Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Running inside. It's Cobb. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. From the gun, looking for a man. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation.